Welcome back to Central News. As we know, the Bapeni Rugby Union celebrated its centenary last weekend in Rotorua. Part of the celebrations was the honouring of 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards, one of which is Gordon Tietjens, and he joins me now. Gordon, thanks for meeting us today. Tell us, how did you feel to receive this Lifetime Achievement Award?
I was very humbled. Obviously a real surprise to me to receive such an award, and for my contributions to Bapeni and New Zealand rugby. But it was a great day, and probably just, as I said, quite humbling and a real surprise, but at the same time it was an awesome surprise.
And what are your comments on the centenary celebrations in the weekend?
Well, I thought the celebrations was great. I thought it was really well put together. I thought the Bapeni Rugby Union did a fantastic job to assemble all the players. A lot of players that have played many, many years ago, players that have done so much for New Zealand rugby, really. And it was see the 76 team there that won their first inaugural national championship was tremendous. To see other players like Red Conway, who obviously was a great All Black when he played for the All Blacks, and such a long time ago, Manu Maniapoto, and then to name a centennial team. And I thought that was really well justified, and I thought the players that made that, you'd only have to congratulate them because of what they put into Bapeni rugby over the years, the number of games they played and the effort they went about, in playing those games, and obviously contributing to Bay Rugby right through.
And what were your thoughts about the dream team that was put together?
Well, the dream team was a great team. There's no arguments. You might get the odd person out there that thought so and so should have been in it, but there was a lot of, I suppose, stipulations built around selecting that side, and those players that were named in that side, they certainly deserved their spot, and it was a great team. If you look at the players and what they contributed to Bapeni rugby, you couldn't question it.
And what are your comments on the Bapeni Rugby Union, how it has developed over the years?
Well, the Bapeni Rugby Union, we've gone through some pretty tough times. It's when you look at the size of our union and all the sub-unions, and we're so spread about, it's always been difficult. But, I think we're pulling it together. We're a union that's full of talented rugby players, and we've got to assemble them, we've got to be unified, and I think that's slowly coming. It's taken a long time, mind you, but we've got all the ingredients here to be really, really successful, and I just hope that continues.
Now, you are from the Bay and have contributed to the union over the years through coaching of the Sevens. What drives you?
What drives me? I think the drive is, and why I've been coaching the New Zealand Sevens team for so long, and that's 18 years, and my contribution to that Sevens team is all about being passionate in what I do, and I love it. It's something that I've become used to and accustomed to, bringing through younger players, and those younger players using Sevens rugby really as a launching pad to be a Super Rugby player, and then hopefully to go on to be an All Black. And but I also work as well for Bay Engineer Supplies as a general manager, and I think also having the balance of working and also being a rugby coach is probably the contributing reason I'm still coaching.
Yeah, and I guess you get enjoyment out of that passion for helping these guys go from Sevens into being All Blacks.
Well, every time I see one of my players get selected into a Super Rugby team, and over the years I think 37 players have gone on from the Sevens team to be an All Black, it's probably better than winning a tournament, because it is. For me, it's a job well done. The players certainly worked hard to get there. He's used Sevens as that launching pad. He's been great to coach, great to be part of, and to see him make it, that's really pleasing.
What are you most passionate about bringing forth in these boys that play the game?
Well, all the players that I coach are generally very, very young, so it's important for them coming out of the amateur era to be professionals, that they learn the values and what's required to be a professional rugby player. And coming through the Sevens team, they learn so much about having that work ethic, because I demand it. Also nutrition. I think that's a huge part of what you eat is what you are, and you need the right fuel to get out there and perform, whether it be at game time or training time. And those are real qualities and values, and humility as well, being humble. In the Sevens environment, it's all about being humble and humility. So those are qualities which I hope they do take forward into their respective sides, particularly when they're looking to go up and to the bigger sides, to the national championship teams and ITM Cup, or whether they're going also into to other teams like Super Rugby teams and the All Blacks.
And in keeping with the Sevens, where are things at with the team at the moment?
Yeah, we've a bit of a break for us at the moment. All my players are playing ITM Cup, So, but we're looking to another World Series starting in November, late November, to our first 3 tournaments, which is Australia, Dubai and South Africa. So at this present moment I'm looking to find players in the ITM Cup, and I'll also no doubt lose a few players from my last year's side.
Yeah. And Rugby World Cup, what are your picks?
Oh, the All Blacks, without question. The All Blacks will win the Rugby World Cup. We've won it back in '87 here in Auckland. I believe we've got the team this year. We've created a lot of depth. I think we can cover for any injuries between now and then. And I'd love to see, obviously, the All Blacks go ahead and win that World Cup.
And I guess playing in home soil is going to help the team even just that much more.
Playing in the home soil, the amount of support that we have is tremendous, and in New Zealand. And the All Blacks, it's a fortress at Eden Park. We saw them beat Australia there just recently, and I think we can continue to do that, and hopefully it'll be an Australian All Black World Cup final.
Yeah. Thanks, Gordon, for meeting with us today. No worries. Now, that was Gordon Tietjens. He was one of the members honoured. The other member is Dick Littlejohn, who we'll be trying to get in touch with and have a chat with him in a couple of weeks. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening at the Bad Rugby Union, hop onto the website at boprugby.co.nz. Join me after the break for our next guest.